Am I live? Er jeg live? Vet du det? Men er jeg live, forresten? OK. Nei, det er ikke det jeg hører. Nei, jeg hører et eller annet bak der. Okay, I'm just gonna say things, assuming that we're all good now. You know, I'm always kind of late, and I had a lot of things to do today, but I think we're good to go now. Well, this game, you know, we're doing the new Title Tuesday format. This game started off as a King's Gambit, and then he has played it in an incredibly poor way. It's kind of tempting to go g6. That just wins on the spot. Is there anywhere a kind of more elegant way to win? Oh, okay. I should not overcomplicate things. I realized how that may actually mess some things up. Knight f3 should be fairly swift mate. Yeah, he did. I mean, he made this move f6, which is... It's fine when you're playing a Queen's Gambit, which is on the other side, because the king could not be checked, but when the king can be checked like this, that is... yeah, just instant carnage. And here, one of the many problems is that if he takes the bishop, I got check, king takes queen g3, king moves, and then knight f5 is checkmate. If he goes king h5 first, I just insert bishop e2 check, and that just delays the mate by one move. His best is probably bishop f8, but it's still made in a few moves. Knight h4, king g7, gf6, knight f6, and then queen g3. And if he tries to give up his queen, knight f5 is still checkmate. But, like, this is the kind of position that would be interesting if, like, I was missing, like, a rook and a knight or something. Okay, he just resigned. Let me see, did I miss some, like... Yeah, also this. It's obviously not fantastic. g5 is a horrible move. Here. Yeah. His best moves start with giving up the queen. Okay. Just a sec. Bishop a3, knight c4, and then a4. Bishop e3, I'm not sure I love that decision. Still, with the white king boxed in, it should be very difficult for white practically, but you can start running with the pawn now. But this time usage, it's hard to imagine White will survive. It looks like a decently well-played game from White, but... Okay, I'll just try and fix some things here. Sorry. King d3. It's probably still fine for White. No, h4. That's...
Hørte du streamen etter at du lukka døra? Nei.
Yeah. I needed some carbs. You made 2k ELO yesterday? Impressive. Well done. Audio is bad because I'm chewing. My voice is not clear? Why is that? Yeah, it's probably because I was chewing. I'm neither playing nor commenting on the Grand Swiss. Yeah, I mean, distinct. Streamer Elo has long ago gone. What kind of technique is this? Okay. There we go. Yeah, it's horribly cold pizza. There's leftovers from an office party here with take, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Okay. Nikolay Pavlov. No idea who that is. Antosha Chekonte. I don't know. Also, this needs to be put in emote only, right? Doesn't it? I mean, nobody's even paying attention. They changed the rules? When did they change the rules? Hikaru's not doing it? Well, in that case... Okay, we're playing so-called hedgehog. Which is not a fantastic opening, but it's decently well suited for blitz. And as people know, h5, h4 is always a good idea. What up, Ankh? Am I that old? Am I Ankh now? People sometimes do this. Idea is to attack this square and hope that white will weaken some squares. Usually in this line, white wants to play b4 early on to initiate some play on the queen side, and the fact that he hadn't yet suggests to me that he was feeling a little bit unsure. Okay, this move I don't like for him at all. There's a thing about the hedgehog. It's known as the hedgehog because there are these little spines, so to speak, in my position. And you usually don't do great when you try and, take the hedgehog with force, because then you run into these little spines, something like that. So, for instance, if he had taken that pawn, I would take the bishop, queen takes, and I open up here. And I get the classic kebab with bishop f4. I guess we are in emote only. It didn't change. The world may have changed, but we didn't. There was also a d5 there on the last move. This seems reasonable. There's still d5. I'm not quite convinced. His queen is horribly out of play there, though. I don't think I got quite enough there. Let's bring the knight back. If he goes here, I go bishop d8. Okay, now he's begging me for the breakthrough. The thing is, with his queen offside like this, he's got to be super, super careful with the center opening up. Now, all of a sudden, my position is kind of uncoiling like a spring. Is that what people say? Again, we got the classic kebab. And his position is falling apart very quickly. That's the thing about playing the hedgehog. You kind of wait for a bit. I was also being slightly provocative by pushing the h-pawn, and he kind of fell for the bait, decentralized his queen, and then all of a sudden, when the position opens up, it can be really, really dangerous for him. So everything kind of wins. I guess professional solution is just to take and play queen f4. which, yeah, it's kind of feels kind of silly not to do. I just force. Do you think Hikaru's big ego is justified for only being number 2? I don't know if his ego is that big, but, you know, he's not number 2. He is the unofficial Louisiana state champion. I've never done that. I've never even participated in the Louisiana state championship. Okay, now d4 is coming, e5 is hanging. It's all falling apart, it seems. Okay, let's just take here. This knight is really horrible here. Should get a little fancy. Why not? Okay, he had had enough. I was gonna go knight g5, but everything wins. What name have you and Ella decided on naming your kid? Well, well, wouldn't you like to know? Just a sec. We got Proctor asking questions.
Just screen is visible to us. Ja, okay, ja. Du må bare ha den her, setter du kameraet her. Ja. Så hvordan jeg kan filtre.
Okay, I think that will be. Okay. Well, that was a reasonably smooth game. Let's see what we have going here. This is annoying that this doesn't automatically update. Oh, Hikaru's 1, 2 out of 2. Let's see what Alireza is doing. Uh-oh. This should be a draw, but there could be flagging involved. Yeah, F3 is happening. Mr. SCB7 is not going to survive this. Move the bishop. Yeah, I think Hikaru's got plenty of time. Not Hikaru. Sorry. I'm obsessed with him. I'm just used to saying the name. He's waiting with the bishop, then bringing the king. And this is easy peasy. Paramov. Oh, it's funny. Gauge 3 was coming and there was no stalemate. Do, 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 do. Oh, this is fun. We're gonna get some proper scrambles. This time control. Oh boy, you could have actually drawn the game there. Okay. Next game starting very soon. Okay, new round starting soon. So, for my next game, assuming that I'm playing white, let's see. How is their game still going? There must be some lag issue that means that this game is still going. Okay. Cool. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see this. This is this camera. There was a note on my desk which I didn't see for the first game. It says H4 was chosen by the fans, which means that that's what I gotta do, I suppose. I don't know why people like H4. Like I played it a lot of times by, you know, randomly, because that's what the dice will choose. But you know, I'm not enthused. No, I'm not following it up with Rook H3. Also, don't suggest moves. How is Eric doing, by the way? Do people know? The famous chess bra, who's also in the building. Yeah, there we go. Emote only. Okay. So this is actually one of the ideas of Dutch Grandmaster Manuel. No, he's not a Grandmaster, unfortunately. Dutch International Master Manuel Bosboom, which was to follow up with. I think he often went like c4 and then h4 on the next move. Probably not often, but sometimes. Okay, so he avoids g4. Clever boy. I'm not sure it's clever. At least he saw through my genius plan. Let's go here. I'm not sure I like that move for him. I think that trade is probably quite good for me. Okay, I think I should not move that. Let's go here. Seems reasonably useful. It's not that my position is fantastic, but it's not kind of outright bad, which I feel like is already a bit of a win for me. Kind of like going here now. And e4. This is a kind of a weird cagey position. I probably should have traded there first, but I think this is okay too. I kind of want to push. Why not? I'm not sure I'm really better here. It's a very strange position. Trying to go here. Guess we'll bring the other knight. It's just a ton of maneuvering. Should I play d4 while... No, it's too weakening, isn't it? I don't love castling queenside, but I don't love castling kingside either. I guess I'll go queenside. No, I think I'll go d4. Gotta take with the knight, otherwise this... sorry, with the bishop, otherwise this was unpleasant. I'm still not convinced that I'm really doing that great. Go here, take this pawn. This is a very strange game. This... I think knight d4 was good. Somehow I had completely hallucinated something there. I thought knight d4 and he gives a check and I'm attacking his queen. That's not the case at all. Should just go here and I have a great position. Maybe not great. It's better than I could have had here. Here, I guess. Still not clear. F5 maybe. Let's go here. It's got an e5 coming, which is a bit annoying. I should probably just take it and come back, to be honest. Yeah, that was much better. Okay, this I was kind of hoping he would do. Not sure that hope was justified. d4, knight g3. Okay. I should be technically winning. Do I not have any like convincing way of finishing him off here? So strange. Rook g4, there's this. King g7, there's h6, which I think wins, but boy is it shaky. Oh, I missed this entirely. King f8, and I got nothing. Oh boy. Yeah, I've completely botched this game. Okay, now at least he's letting my pawn live, which I think was not necessary. Because I don't think he can set up a perpetual here. And otherwise I'm just running. Good night. Okay, check king f8. He's very tense. At the very least, he's not making things easier for himself by spending a lot of time. Okay, he's not threatening anything. Takes, I take this. I don't know why he did that. That was panicky. I mean, at the very least, I'm flagging him here, I think. I should just take this. Doesn't matter. I'm flagging him regardless. Would have been fun. That's also a nice checkmate. Is that the epaulette checkmate? Is that what it's called? Okay, terrible. Dreadful game. But we get the win. Yeah, so here I'm better. G5. Yeah, just open it up. Oh, and I can't take with the queen because there's a fork. Yeah, 94 was winning. Here I'm obviously winning. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Okay. Yeah. Have I lost or drawn a game in this tournament so far? No. In other tournaments, many times. Yeah, so the problem here is that we okay. Matvey Galchenko. I've seen that's Matthew G. I've seen his name pretty far up on the list here many times. There he goes for Diol. What if I do this? Problem is he probably knows more about this than I do. Yeah, this is what people do, isn't it? I think this is what people do. Why? I don't know. It doesn't look very promising to me. I think Peter had this in the Bundesliga. Peter being my coach, Peter Heine Nilsson. For those who know, him playing a classical rated chess game is quite shocking. But that he did. I think I should play f6. Not because it's a great move, but keeps a little more of the intrigue in the position. If I'd traded, I think I'm just a little bit worse. This looks a little bit like those dragon positions where you go long castle and then you go d5, white 6 and d5 and c6, and you get this positions that are a little bit better for white, but kind of defensible. I think I can go e5. Knight e5, bishop e5 takes, rook d5. CD, bishop d5. No, I guess I can't. Let's go maybe a5 first. And rook b8. I've got a decent foothold in the center. I don't really dislike my position at all. Hmm. Yeah, the problem is rook b8 was my plan, but I'm worried about knight d4. And I'm not sure I'm in time to do all the things that I want to do. Let's go e5 then. It looks kind of wild to play this move, now that d5 is no longer attacked. Well, it's not defended, but the point is that his bishop on c5 is hanging in some lines. So I think it's a pawn sacrifice, but I think it's a very reasonable one. And in the other line, like bishop e5 was happening, rook d5, and thus when my pawn structure gets destroyed. Here at least I keep the potential for a bathtub pawn formation, which is not only a meme, it's also a very solid way to arrange your pawns sometimes. Let's go here. Am I allowing knight d4? No, I can just go here. Yeah, I don't dislike my position. There's bishop h6. There's bishop e3. There's nothing special. I think a4 is useful. I was worried he was going to do that, and here I also got plans of rook a5 and some lines. It's really hard to find ways for him to seriously improve his position. Kind of like this. Yeah. It is the knight f4, bishop f5. Knight c3, obviously also an idea. Oh, I didn't think about the fact that he could just drop his rook back. That's okay. Still got a big initiative here. Forces rook away from the file. I also got ideas of a3 and then rook a4. It's a bit probably more funny than good. Bishop f5, threatening g5 and knight h5. There's a nice line here. If he goes rook d1, I'll take it. Okay, so that actually kind of saves material for now, but not really. Rook d2. got e4. That doesn't matter. g4, there's knight f4. Yeah, I think I should just trade. Knight here. Just bring my pieces into decent positions and should have more than enough to win the game. Go here. Oh, I might be allowing bishop g8, so let's go here instead. Check. I'm starting to gobble. I have to be slightly careful. Let's go here instead. Okay, now I just trade rook a3. This is falling, and considering the time situation, resignation would not be inappropriate, I would say. And there we go. Yeah, that felt like my best game so far, to be honest. Very nice. Yeah, e5, this is an important move. You see? Took a little bit of time to think. 30 seconds, and I found the only move that equalizes. And here, yeah, I'm already better. Got a nice central position. Here I blundered 95. Okay, whatever. These things happen. Bishop f4 was winning. Knight d4? Yeah. Okay. That was all good. Well, I assume that there's a little bit of a break now. Eller Carlsen says, I would never blunder that move. No. If people have seen my games against Ella, you know, she's usually up a queen very early, which is, you know, just a... She has that talent for winning the queen very, very early on. She's not as good after, but still very, very good. Thoughts on the Polish opening? Oh, it's a good point. I might go for that. I think Parham's gonna do some classic flagging here. Oh, just take on d5 and go g4. I'll take the knight. Some things being missed here, but that's... Oh, you had time to take the rook. Oh boy. Yeah, this is what you get with the with the new no increment system. Is there a break? Yeah, there is a break after round 4 still. Cool. Then I will take a very slight break. What kind of a break was this? This is the shortest. I was talking to Eric and Asios, and time just ran away from us. It is fine. Oh boy. This is just incredibly unprofessional. I think the idea is that you want to meet this bishop b5 or something. Okay, let's play h3. Like, we've got to do it at some point. Here, I think I just go here. I think bishop b3 is probably my next move, regardless. It's also this, by the way. Maybe that's sensible. Kind of like it. I think I don't mind to trade and set up this little pawn chain, because he would have some pretty serious weaknesses then on the king side. I don't know. Maybe people in the office thought it would have been unfair interference to tell me that, yeah, maybe you should go check out if your game is started. I probably would have appreciated it. Okay, regardless, Leinier has spent quite a bit of time, so we're fairly equal on time now. Let's go and probe. Well, thank you. Well, that's the standard maneuver when your opponent essays the bishop up there, but obviously it's not worth an exchange to do it, so that was clearly just a blunder by Leinier. Now I'm just in operation trading pieces. Not to be confused with trading places. Which is a fantastic movie. Yeah, there are no tactics here. Queen f3 and so on. It just doesn't work. h5, I guess, but I think I just ignore it. Rook d1. Let's go here. Why did I do... I was thinking that I'm preparing. Maybe I just take that. I made a little bit of a mess here, but it should still be comfortably winning. Um, let's jump in. Ugh, no time to think. Stop thinking. I'm thinking too much here. And I'm also completely botching the game. Yeah, let's try and go here. Finally exchanged that knight. That's been ruling the dark squares for a bit. He doesn't make it that easy for me. Also, I'm allowing knight c4. What is wrong with me? Bishop h4 actually just it's completely fine for him now. I can't even bail out. Like, what am I doing? Check. Yeah, that's the problem with losing half a minute at the start. I don't have time to both play poorly and waste time. Yeah, I'm gonna lose on time. Or maybe not. Guess he chickened out a bit. Okay. I mean, he could have tried to flag me there, but I think it would not have been successful. Okay, that was absolutely dreadful. Like, there's no way you should not win this position with that much time. But he actually managed to find a setup that was a bit annoying. This is terrible, though. Yeah, that was dreadful. Whatever. We're still in fine shape in the tournament. Alvarez is still playing. It's up a little bit of time, so I'm assuming he's going to flag his opponent. C5, G8. Yeah. That'll do it. Jumabayev is fighting well. Frederik Svane. Yeah, I guess I'm playing some very decent players. But this, I feel like I've done this against him previously. Okay, he just wants the C4 setups with that might move a3 now. which I don't mind. Okay, time to put emote only. Freddy Svane. This is exactly the same as I had in round 2 or so. Yeah, I think it was round 2. Where I also just went h5 for no apparent reason. That does not look super convincing. Often what you do in the hedgehog is that you kind of put the rook in an X-ray position. So now there are some loose pieces on the e-file, so that's why I put it here. Could be some d5 looming very soon here. Let's go here. Knight a4. I think I just dropped the bishop back. And I'm not sure if any kind of quick action is going to be super successful, but I might have ideas of move the knight and pushing the pawn. Trying to create some weaknesses, and then I want to pounce with d5 or b5 at the right moment, which is what the hedgehog is really all about. Let's go here. Protect this, prepare this maybe. And also, yeah. Vacate d-file, protect the b6 pawn. It seems like two very useful things to achieve in one move. Now we go b5. Yeah, that's what I expected. Guess I'll take, and take. I know you guys know what I did there. It's knight c6. Like, yeah, I'll take an a4. Then d5. As soon as I get the move d5, I'm feeling really good about my chances. Probably should go e5 here to delay my play just for a moment at least. I still think I'm doing well. Okay, so what's this idea? Knight c6, but I don't know. I'll take, and I still get a lot of squares for my pieces. Yeah, this I don't believe in at all. Guess he wants to take an e6, but maybe I need to take it seriously? Really don't think so, though. There was king h7 in that line as well. Yeah, that seems to protect everything. Yeah, I don't see it. I think I'm just hiding, and he cannot activate his rook because of back rank issues. Yeah, this is completely winning for me. Yeah, you could think as much as you want, but you ain't saving this. Yeah, I was kind of expecting that. I think just EF3. Maybe I gotta watch that a little bit there, so. This seems cleaner. Okay, good game, I think. Yeah, it's the thing about the hedgehog that people don't really play it because the engine just says it's better for white. But yeah, here he rushed. The hedgehog showed its spines. Here, yeah, simply did not work. I mean, many moves win, but knight of king h7 is the cleanest. And good game, good bounce back after my little coming back from break gaff. And but if Alvarez is going to win every single game, it's going to be hard to win the tournament. Here and rook d7, game over. Fair chess and YouTube. So I'm going to play one of these people who are currently, because there are going to be 2 players on 6 out of 6, and so the thing here is that since this is the first Title Tuesday with Take, there's an office party here. People that come from far and wide. You got Eric Hansen streaming from the Chess Bros here as well. There's lots of people, but it means that if I'm in my little streaming room and I close the door, the air quality is dreadful. And if the door is open, I hear the party outside. And that leaves me in a bit of a predicament. Okay, so this is drawn. But it said that he'd made a draw. Okay, but I'm almost certainly playing Sarana then in the next game. I already have thousands of fans. The spur one. We actually did that, Ella and I, at home, since Norwegian houses don't generally have air condition. So we bought a fan, and it was a game changer. I know that this is not shocking information to people. I'm just saying that we finally hit on that as well. Minus to Turkey, when are you coming? Everybody's waiting for you. Well, I fly through Istanbul all the time, but you just don't see me there. But also what I would say is that I am losing some here, but I haven't lost all of it yet, so I don't need to go to Turkey quite yet for other reasons, but I appreciate it. Next round is starting soon. Oh, there are more people. Makarian as well, so I might play him. Okay, so I get Makarian. Just as his name was mentioned, he pops up. Let's play d4. Only series opening. Oh my god, he's playing London. Have I done this against him before? This is not supposed to be that great for black, I think. Like, it's kind of an old Indian system, but it's where black is a couple of tempi up, but it's still an old Indian, right? So, does he want a quick knight h7 and f5? Let's go here. Preparing for f5, I just take everything. Yeah, I mean, he wants these trades, of course, but I don't particularly mind that. White is always a bit better still. Black just still kind of lacks counterplay. I could go g4. I'm not sure that's necessary. Let's start by improving some pieces. Knight here is eyeing f5 and also c4. Both very nice squares. g6 I can always consider to move h4 to h5. That would allow knight h5 though, so knight g5, sorry. Okay. I'm gonna do something that seems very strange. Now I'm obviously hinting at this. And now I go h5. It's now, well, there's no more knight g5 because then I take and I got this. Well, this is really a bit of a sorry sight, I must say. His position is full of weaknesses. He's got no counterplay, but, you know, I still gotta find a way to win the game. Which can sometimes be difficult. I don't know where he wants to go. Here? I think I don't mind that. Kind of like this and then here. Goes here, then I got queen f5. Maybe that's not that great. I also got ideas of a6 and bishop c6. Queen f6, there's queen d7, by the way. Knight e7, there's knight g4. Maybe it's not that convincing. Maybe I'm just trying a bit too hard here. To win in like a very convincing, clean manner, rather than just... Yeah, because if I go there, I can still sort of defend. Because I gotta prevent. Okay, let's go here then. I don't like semi-displacing the... Oh, I didn't see that. Okay. This is all good. Does that just... I feel like I'm just way overthinking this. This is a simple position. Much, much better for white. You can go here. Like it's not a problem at all. May not have found the most incisive way here, but I still retain a probably winning advantage. Knight f5. Let's go here. I'm preparing this as well. Oh, he's disconnected. That's a shame. Don't want to potentially win that way. No, he's back. Just lost some time though. Yeah, we'll go here. Oh, I just realized what I did wrong. Okay. Let's cut out some counterplay once and for all. We'll go here, and then bring the... It's not that easy. I'm still winning, but it feels like I haven't done this in the most convincing way. Yeah. Knight d6, I suppose. Yeah, it's just completely winning. Rook is going to be hanging in some lines as well. Yeah, just knight b5. And that's it. Game is over. Queen f3 was completely winning too. Okay. Not my finest effort, but I feel like I did reasonably fine, as you can see. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say the evaluation never strayed from me being winning, but like did for a half a moment, but not more than that. It was reasonable at least. Okay, so this is gonna be a draw, I think. King g5. No. This is not a thing. Oh, g4 he can take. Oh wow. Okay, Alireza is in serious danger of getting flagged now. So I might be in the shared lead. F3. Like, Andreikin's gotta flag him here. K3. Rook c3. King f4. Just make moves. You don't necessarily need to try and win the game, you just want to keep the game going. Yeah, this is still more than fine, g5. But this position is a draw, of course, but that doesn't matter. He has oceans of time to flag. Yeah, just move. Make sure there's no repetition. And now, yeah, king h8. This dropped the game, and Alireza was just 2-shot on time. Which means that Andreikin is in the clear lead, and it means that I'm more than likely playing him next. Especially since I'm the only player on 6.5 out of 7. So we get Andreikin next. Probably with the black pieces, I would say, since usually I think the highest rated player changes colors, but I'm not sure. Title Tuesday used to have increment, yes, but now not so much. Okay. If any mods are paying attention, we can get some emote only mode going. What does he do here? I don't know. I'm gonna play the Catalan. Cause why the hell not? And the gambit that I played against Mishanik in Title Tuesday last week, and I was knackered. But during that tournament, so it was a miracle that I was in it towards the end, but I just blundered a full rook because I kind of didn't see that my rook was attacked by 2 of his rooks. It was only protected by 1 of my rooks, which means that he had 2 rooks attacking my 1 rook, which is not good for my one rook, because then he can take my rook, if that makes sense. I think knight c6 is the move here. Let's go here, maybe? Does that run into some b4 stuff? Maybe it does. I got some kind of lasting compensation here. 94. Let's... Like, you're not winning the pawn back necessarily, but there's always compensation because it's hard for black to completely break free. Queen c5 takes, a5, there's not b7. Looks slightly troublesome for black. No, it doesn't. Yeah, that was a mistake. That was just dumb. I was intending knight b7, rook a8, and then knight a5, and I thought that would be good for me, but it wasn't. There were tactics there that were favorable for black. So now, instead of kind of half trying to be better, I think I'm trying not to be like seriously worse. It's still hard for him to like get serious winning chances here, but he is the one who's pushing. guess we can go f4. I'll take. Knight e4. Oh, but now I got rook b3 and rook c6. So that was the thing I was talking about earlier, that it was not actually that easy for him to improve his position. And once he tried to do that, then he blundered a pawn, and now I'm the one who's pushing for something. I doubt that I'm seriously better still, but I've gained a lot of nice space on the king side, and I should be pushing a bit. Yeah, rook a6, that's a good move. Can take knight c5, make sure that I don't really lose ever. Yeah. I should keep it going. Let's go here. No, this doesn't work. Yeah, I regret this. I thought I could go to f4 later with the king, but I can't. This was actually very dumb. And I was earlier thinking that I would be slightly better here, but I'm probably closer to being slightly worse. Yeah. Not good. I think rook d5, rook a2, king g1. Should be okay. I got perpetuals too. Yeah, this was not good. A very, very, I would say, mediocre game at best. If it ends in a draw, as I think it will. Yeah. Takes rook b7. It's a perpetual. And we're equal on time, so can't really push on time. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, so I was obviously a bit worse. Engine says I'm worse here at 12. It didn't really feel that way. Yeah, okay, now I understood that I'm worse. Yeah, this is a mistake. Oh, there was knight d3. Here I'm fine. Yeah, I'm not actually better. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a draw. I can't really complain about that at all. So, Alireza won, which means that now we got one player with 7.5, and we got myself. Just played two white games in a row, which means that I got two. Well, I certainly got the next game as black. Probably against. Oh, there's a lot of players who could get to 7. Hikaru is at 5.5. And he's doing okay on position and great on time, which means that he will probably win this game. Yeah, rookie 3. This is okay, so he's not completely out of contention. Yeah, of course he had a bad position, but he survives those for breakfast, as the slightly botched expression says. It was bishop g7 first. Then yeah, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Win the queen. And the game is over. Let's see. Dominguez. He was not, I guess, unlucky with the pairing, but this is this is not clear at all. No, actually b5, bishop b4. He's just in time. And it's going to win. No, there. Dominguez is a former 5-0 World Blitz champion, so this format is his bread and butter, even though he's maybe not as fast anymore. Yeah, okay, he's still got the art of pre-moving going. So he's going to be on 7 out of 8 as well. And what about Minlay? Oh, he got a 7 out of 8. Sarana as well, so we got 6 players tied for second. Flagging is the best way to win? Yes, of course. Of course. Is my tiebreak really that bad? I feel like I've been up there the whole way. Hikaru did not rage quit. He's on 6.5 out of 8. He just, I think, dropped a point and a half early on, which means that he has a poor tiebreak. Got a very even score against Hikaru. Somewhat, a little bit in plus, but not a lot. Will I be salty if Hikaru places me in classical from 2000s? No, but I think he'll probably give it a rest once he's once he's done with classical prep, let's say. But you know, there is a party going on in the background that I'm sadly not attending. The party's wild, yeah. Tell them to keep them down. No. Like, what am I gonna just be a buskill because I want to play my stupid chess tournament? I don't think that's how it works. The huge water glass. Well, we moved, so I think it's gone. Do I like the band Ghost? Is this a goat pun? Does Eric deserve to party after his performance today? No, I haven't seen the part. I haven't seen the performance, but I cannot imagine that he does. But you know, is it party? Why don't you have a beer? Because I'm a serious fucking chess player. That's why. Uh, here an update and yeah, people are having fun in the chat. That's the most annoying part about playing. Well, at least when I used to play Title Tuesday on my iPad, is that I would always like, oh, Witty Alien, thank you, big raid. Regardless, I would always play on my when I would play on my iPad, the chat would pop up, and I had no idea how to close the chat. And like at the start of the tournament, there would always be these people who were like asking to play the tournament, not having a title, not understanding that it's a fucking titled Tuesday, not an untitled. Yeah, regardless. Okay, I think I'm gonna close the door because I cannot stand this noise. I can still hear the yapping, unfortunately. Bishop g5. What is the boy to do here? Isn't this what people do? On c5. Better play h6, right? Or am I getting this wrong? I don't know. Let's go b6. Is that terrible? d5, knight a5, bishop b5, knight d5. Seems okay. Why is he allowing this? Isn't this completely fine for me now? I spent too much time, kind of, but apart from that, position looks excellent. Yeah, I have a very decent position here. Probably very slightly for choice. Bishop takes, bishop g3, bishop b4, go back to d6, and so on. Okay, that looks completely wrong. Guess I'll go here. Knight e5, there's still knight f4. I don't get what he's trying to do. That's what he's trying to do. Okay, let's go knight f4 then. I'm allowing some d5 stuff later on. So how is that? Yeah. I don't think he saw that at all. I think he just got lucky there. Takes knight, queen e2, bishop h4, d5. There's e5, but that's not okay. Just gotta make a move, I guess. I will also be streaming on Take soon. Well, I have started streaming, so that's not updated. Okay, I have the better position, so apart from my somewhat suspicious time usage, everything's hunky-dory. Like, he has completely butchered this IQP position. IQP meaning isolated queen pawn. For those who don't know that much chess, you're also welcome to watch this stream. We're not gatekeepers here at Maskinism. He's spending way too much time. Oh, my plan was to go queen b7, and then I forgot. But this is still very promising for the second player, as they used to write in the books. Yeah, that's what I was thinking at first, but I think this is just truly horrible for white. What? Was that possible? I can probably sack my queen. There's knight f3 though. I didn't see f4 at all. But it's fine. g4, queen f6, or even queen here. Let's kick the knight. So I'm not feeling patient, but I probably should be very slightly patient here. Go here maybe? Did I blunder? Not really. I don't think so. I really don't hope so. This is quite unnecessary. Okay, so he took... Why did I put... Queen c1, there's f5 after rook c1, so that I don't want to do. Rook c2, there's also f5. So g6 then? Try and stay solid. There's still f5. It's actually not easy at all to stay solid here. Oh boy. I've completely lost the thread here. Yeah. King G8, there's knight f5 and then... Oh boy. This is so bad. Maybe I can escape. Maybe I can actually escape. Yeah, I don't even threaten anything. That's the worst part. Like, I have 0 threats. Truly, truly, truly dreadful. I have no threats. None at all. You can just take my bishop. I'm just losing. Yeah, that's it. Okay, that's it for the tournament, I think. No chances to fight for anything. Okay, fucking terrible. Like, yeah, that's what happens. Yeah. So Ready loses. Knight f5 was winning as well. Yeah, I gotta do something about this, because I could feel from the start that the air here is just dreadful, which is kind of... what happened here? Was this drawn? Yeah, the air is dreadful, and if I open it, like, there are 100 people that... I also, like, I didn't come to this tournament with the best of mindsets, but, like, we actually have an air things device here that is not on. I don't know. It says radon or something like that. Because it's just honestly unbearable. And I have to wear this fucking headset as well, because I'm speaking, which, you know. So yeah, I am, like, at the end of the day, my moves are the problem. But, like, I am not setting myself up for success here. That's for sure. I don't know why I'm playing this. I don't even know this line. I think people play e4. But yeah. But no, at the end of the day, I gotta make better moves. I gotta make more out of it. But, like, it's so insufferable in here. It's probably quite insufferable to listen to as well. I get that. But I must be at least somewhat better here. Ugh, I didn't see I didn't see knight a4 either. I was just focused on the knight going to a6. Because on the previous move, I could have done this. Knight goes and then c3, and then, yeah. Now instead of thinking that I'm better, I'm probably just worse. At least knight d5 is not possible because of, yeah, this is obviously less than ideal. Here, bishop e8. Probably just worsens my position, to be honest. Should I go here? Probably have to. Ugly ass move though. Let me see. Bishop e5. Bishop e4 takes queen c1, bishop d7, knight d7, queen b5, queen c6. That doesn't work. No, I don't think I have anything clever anywhere there. I do have some queen a2 at some moment there. I guess I just gotta go knight e5 then. Bishop e5, bishop e4, rook e4, takes, rook bishop e4. No, it doesn't work anywhere. This is ugly. Very, very ugly. Got no alibi. This has 95 actually improved my chances at all there. I think I'm just worse here, like considerably worse. I can't even protect my pieces. Stupid b4 move. I can go here. Why didn't I think about that earlier? Should have done that on the previous move. Late may be slightly better than never? Question mark. I haven't really had time to eat either. Like, I know these are excuses. People always make fun of excuses, but it's just frustrating to be performing very far from my best and knowing that the conditions are not really there to do. At least he's spending a lot of time. I know that Jumabayev is not the fastest player in general, like he's a deep, deep calculator. So that gives me a little bit of hope. Yeah, he can take the bishop. Is there any point to going like queen c? Bishop. It doesn't work. Guess I have to go here, but it's it's very sad. Yeah, rook f5 probably. My position is just so bad. And kind of devoid of prospects. He's not playing this super certainly though, so maybe it can improve a bit. We should play g3 and then c4. Not allowed knight f4. He's still better, of course. Maybe even much better. Okay, now at least I can play h4. No, it doesn't work. What is that? I think I can do this. Knight e5, then knight e4. Rook c4, knight d6, knight f3, king h1. I think that's okay. Okay, now he's catching up on time as well. Not sure this works. Okay, he still got knight d4. I didn't see that. But then I should be able to win on time. This is not perfect, maybe. Yeah, I should flag him easily. Oof, rook b5 would have been less than ideal. Now we're nearing the point where it's actually objectively favorable to me and very hard to hold. And he lost on time. Okay, dreadful game, but at the very least, we keep ourselves in the hunt for something. I don't know. At least there are season-long Title Tuesday standings to play for. Okay, so Alareza, why do I keep making that mistake? It's getting flagged, which means that, we really got Yesipenko and Sarana fighting it out for first place, and then my tie breaks can make a miraculous comeback. Maybe I can at least tie for third, since I'm playing Minh, who's the only one who can really overtake me. Or not overtake me, but end up in unshared first, third. Yeah, I'm kind of winging this a bit. So, like, I've obviously wasted time uh, trying to get him to play an early, like, knight c3 in order to get him out of his usual setups. But like, this cannot be. First of all, it cannot be very critical, and cannot be news to him either. But I got a decently playable position. I think his best was probably to trade and take it from there. Queen f3 looks quite unconvincing to me. Knight e2 probably loses to bishop h5. That would be fun. Then c4. Maybe not. It's actually kind of okay. Because he's got queen h3 and then knight g3. Regardless, he decides to play a better move order. Look at this, and then g5. Knight of 7 doesn't work. And queen f3 was very unconvincing to my untrained eyes. I think this endgame should be a little bit better for me. So I can trade there, but I don't think that makes any sense. Okay, c4. Yeah, maybe this is clever. CD. Do I have any ways to take advantage of my very slight lead in development here? Does this make any sense? Feels wrong. Let's go for it. The center is reasonably closed, so it makes sense that I can possibly go for some action here. So I think h3 was bad. Can you get away with king f1 here? Okay, so he decides just to jettison the king side. Yeah, wait a sec, g4, it goes to c7, then I got gh, queen c6, here, and then cd. Rook e8, f3 takes, hg. I think I'm breaking through there. Just a sec. Okay, queen e5, bishop d6 loses. Queen c7, gh, queen c6, king goes here, cd, rook e8. No, I don't see it. I think he's getting mated there. I can also just take a pawn, but I think this wins. He has immediate CD, but I think just CD. It's funny that last week in Title Tuesday, Minh, in kind of a similar structure, brutally checkmated me with the black pieces. So hopefully I can get the chance to do exactly the same to him. There was h2 there, and then bishop d6. Did I move a bit too quickly? No, h2, h2, king h1. Didn't work. Yeah, so he does this, but now I'm just a pawn. Very clean pawn up. But okay, I don't have any time, so I should hurry up. Am I? Why am I just paralyzed? Just completely paralyzed. Okay, he's spending time, so at least that's even now. Which should at least improve my chances. Okay, I should be fairly clean pawn up now. Yeah, rook c6, d3 doesn't work. Does not work, Minh. It's a clever try at least. I don't want to give up the e3 pawn. Okay, I think this should work out okay. No, that was unnecessary. Okay, let's just go here. Ugh, and I spent oceans of time on it as well. Yeah, now I get my rook in. Yeah, this is game over. Rook c1, rook h2, and that's it. Okay, at least we finish off with what I think was a a reasonable quality of the win, at least. But oh, f5 immediately was good. Yeah, queen f3 was a terrible move from him. So now engine starts saying that that black is better here, and that's rook e8 exactly. Ah, you can still check and go back. I didn't see that. So I only saw this, and I thought I was winning, but okay, I didn't see king f2. No, rook d8. Oh, I had g4. Okay, so Sarana and Yezipenko drew their last game, which means that they were shared first, I guess. I guess Sarana was first in tiebreak, Yezipenko was second, and then Andreikin was third. Lazovic, who didn't ever compete against any of the top players, somehow had a great tiebreak. But whatever. Yeah, honestly, 9 out of 11 was not terrible. Yeah, my brain is absolutely fried. So, yeah, top 5, it's not horrible. I think 9 out of 11 is the lowest score that I consider to be okay. I think I only lost a little bit of rating overall. So, not horrible, but not great either. But, again, I think it's good to get the new format going. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show, whether you've been here or with Take or somebody else, or somewhere else. And I think already for at least as a player, if you kind of disregard everything that's going on with the office party and so on, I think it's good that it's very predictable when the next game is going to start. It's nice to have these kind of flagging skirmishes, but it's good that they end and you don't kind of spend mental energy every single round at being annoyed at people who play rook versus rook and so on. But yeah, seemed like there was a decent turnout. Obviously, with Proctor, as is understandable, some fewer players will play, but it's still at the very least it's top heavy. We got a lot of the best players in the world, and it will continue that way. See that Eric finished 7.5 out of 11, which I'm sure he's not thrilled about, but it was a tough field for sure. So I think we're gonna finish the stream, and I will probably, unless things happen in my life, I will probably see you next week.